field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Clemson Tigers, taking on the 10th-ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Clemson will kick off to get us underway. And he's going to try to return this one. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. The give to the back. There he goes. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one. They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. Looking to throw on first down. Safe completion on the screen. They'll stop him just short of the first down marker on the screen.
One of the things I love about this offense is they're very versatile in their passing attack. They throw to receivers and tight ends, and the screen game is big as well. This guy is a weapon, and you're seeing that here early.
A strike downfield, and he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
That's a really nice job plucking that pass. I don't know if another school has done as good a job as Alabama in recent years as bringing in top-level talent at the wide receiver position. When you think of guys like Julio Jones, Amari Cooper, Jerry Jeudy, Devontae Smith, this guy, he looks like he could be on the field with all those guys, too. He's got speed. He's got the ability to pluck the football out of the air. What a big-time weapon. How nice is it to play quarterback with this guy in their offense?
The play-action fake. Lets it fly deep downfield. Oh, and it's a pick. He threw it right into the double coverage. Going the other way, and he's got room. He goes out of bounds, but he just about did it himself. What a return after the interception. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Out of the gun, the give to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
You know, there are a lot of coaches out there who believe bye weeks sometimes can take away your rhythm, and that might be the case with this offense right now. They just don't seem to be clicking in the passing game.
The one thing that can derail this offense, a bunch of 3-and-outs. They won't do that here, but they might go 4-and-out if they don't convert. Finds him out of the backfield. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time, and he finds his man for the first down.
Yeah, and I think really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropping back. They're taking away most things. All right, get the ball to my running back. He can make plays after he catches it. Nice job by the quarterback seeing the situation and where to go with the football.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down.
Man, this guy is so dynamic, and that's why you want to try to get him the ball as many ways as you can. That time, it's a screen throw, and he had some nice blocks downfield, but with his speed and elusive running ability, this dude is dangerous.
Just a Baryshnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
And that's your goal, separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. They are controlling the ball. 9th play of the drive. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Got room on the return. They finally make the stop, and not only the huge turnover, but the big return has them set up in business.
Really early in this game, you're seeing the ball hawks on both sides of the ball. Interception on the first drive of the game, and now they come out, and this defense gets a pick in return. There are a lot of dudes in the back end with speed and with the ability to close. What a phenomenal play by that young man just now to get the ball back to his offense.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
They'll go to the ground. Oh, he's got some space. Really good running. Gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. Down to the 16-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Gets the back moving. Try to get it to the edge. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9.
Well, you're down here in the red zone. You know you've got to be able to run the football, so good call going with the toss play. Nice blocking up front, and good patience by the back finding his crease.
Leaves it with the back. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. They've got the screen set up. A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4.
I tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
Wants to go up top. Caught in the backfield, it's Gentry. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. That offensive line grabbing and holding on, and they'll back up and try it again. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Back to pass on 2nd down. Got his man quickly. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Yeah, and I think 3rd and short is the perfect time to run RPOs because I can give the football or make the read, but I got to make sure in these situations I'm accurate with the football either way. Wasn't accurate with the football, now you got a 4th down situation.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Complete out of the backfield. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line. The definition of four-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about, Russ.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
We've reached a break, and Alabama has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The Tide crowd roaring noise down on the Saban field on third down. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly what...
Breaks into the open. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those...
Gets away from one, finds some space. And he takes it all the way down to the 10-yard line. An explosive play for this offense. This defense might be reeling after those last two and now facing first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with a touchdown.
On the move from inside his 5. Here comes that Alabama offense. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way. He's going to throw deep right side. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Looking downfield on first down. Got his man. Fights off a defender. Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it, and there's so many ways to use them, but exactly. Get it to him, let him break tackles, let him make plays. Easy decision.
There's a really nice play there. The thing I like about this guy, too, his versatility. He's not just good running the ball, but he can catch and he can block. And you think about all the greats they've had at the position in recent years. Versatility at the running back position, being an every down back. And that's exactly what this guy embodies.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
They're going to go to the air on third and short. Fires to the big fella. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. finds a man on the left. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28.
It's hard for an offense to win when you get in predictable situations. What a great job understanding where the first down marker is. I got to get a big gain, got to get that first down. Nice job, great nose for the first down.
He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass that could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. The Tigers will go for it here on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Quickly complete. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down.
Well, it's a heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip-shot field goal with where they were on that fourth down, but they decided to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
Gets it out quickly. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. On the ground, it's Gentry. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
He's got the tight end. He's brought down right at the 13-yard line. Still a ways to go to make it to the line to gain. Let's see what they do on fourth. Here comes the field goal unit. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He gets a block. He's got it out. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Handoff from the shotgun. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. Looking to fire. Unloads to the right. He's got an open man. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Quick strike complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. Hit as he throws. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with this target.
Don't even think about sending the special teams out on 4th down and 3. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Finds the tight end. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And that can really take the wind out of a defense's sails when you convert with a 4th down completion.
Great chemistry there between the quarterback and his target. 4th down, you got to have it. You got to be on the same page, and they were there.
He's got it. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Now he's going to break the pocket. Throws for the end zone. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down. And in the final seconds of the 1st half, they'll send out the field goal unit. And this will be a 41-yarder coming up from the right side. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. A shot toward the end zone. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. That's going to wrap up the 1st half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. He'll put total leather and get this 2nd half started. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They start this 3rd quarter, 1-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready.
Turning it on! Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the 2nd half. Get this run game established.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. This time he's got his man. Still running at the 40. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. The Tigers will have it 1st and 10. Looking for room. It's Gentry. They get him down, but he does pick up 3 to the 32-yard line.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
And, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
Right on the money. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Oh, it's a fumble. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. The Tide offense rolls onto the field, trying to get the edge on the toss. Pass to Stinson, still on his feet. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Offense goes toss play to the right. Now, defensively, if you're going to stop these perimeter runs, your DBs better be able to get off blocks and go make a tackle. And right now, this secondary, they look like they're struggling trying to handle the run game.
Now from their own 20-yard line, it's 1st and 10. To the ground, he's got it again. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Fires to the right. It's caught. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. Big-time playmakers on the outside. Now, look, Alabama's had great receivers. Ozzie Newsome, David Palmer way back in the day. But nowadays, it's sort of part of the DNA for the Crimson Tide.
Man, the run they had for several years was unbelievable with Judy and Ruggs and Cooper and Devontae Smith. Like, we can just keep going on guy after guy after guy that they had that wore that uniform that was a big-time elite playmaker on the outside.
Working that left side. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
QBs and wide receivers spend all offseason together throwing the football on air. I mean, really developing that chemistry and timing. Understanding, I get man coverage, I'm throwing this to you right now.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on third down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
Wants to throw on third down. Touchdown, Bama! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
Yeah, and that's simple, but it's not easy. It's a go route. Like that receiver's streaking straight down the outside of the field, and my job as a quarterback is to put that ball up in the air, keep it away from the safety. He does just that. The receiver comes down with the catch. Nice pitch, nice catch, touchdown.
Bringing it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Ball security going to be paramount this time, Jesse.
Yeah, and sense of urgency, too. They're trailing in this game right now. The turnover wasn't great, so, David, they really got to be able to put something positive together on this drive.
Put something positive together, be aggressive, but don't be reckless. Can't have any more of those turnovers.
They're dealing with a second and long. Back to pass. Bring in the heat. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
The offense obviously trailing here in the second half. They're going to have to be able to throw the football effectively to come back in this game. But in order for that to happen, they have got to do a better job up front blocking.
Got the big paws on it, but couldn't hang on. Instead, it'll be 4th down.
And you thought maybe in this second half this offense could just find a rhythm, find something to take advantage of this defense, but the defense has really had their number, not putting up a lot of points, and again, an empty possession right there.
And they can't connect a costly turnover on downs.
Nice job by the defense there. You talk about when you have your foot on the neck of your opponent, you just keep the pressure down, right? You don't take it off. And with that opportunity on fourth down in their opponent's territory, you get the stop. You now get an opportunity here in the second half to build on your two-possession lead.
Looking to throw on first down. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown time. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look.
Man, talk about playing complementary football. You get the sudden change, you get the turnover, and now you turn it into points immediately. Nice job by the defense forcing it, the offense taking advantage and putting points on the board.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. USC is down right now, but this lead is not insurmountable. This is a program that's produced Keyshawn Johnson and Lynn Swann. So big playmaking is always a possibility. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Georgia. This one has actually kind of exceeded expectations. Always a memorable chapter in the book of college football.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
You see a lot of quarterbacks get in trouble when they start forcing things. He did a really good job. He wanted to throw the football. You could tell. Drops back, nothing open. It's okay. I'm just going to take off, get what I can get.
That's caught. It's Gentry. There he goes. They get him down at the 49, but not before he picks up 15.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. And the Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
We've just seen in this game the ball has just gotten away from him a little bit. A couple of times, just hasn't been able to put it where he wants to, and as a result, that's now his second pick thrown in this game.
Wants to throw on first down. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next day.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. So now it's second and long. Wants to go up top. Rushes on him. Takes a hit as he fires. Wide open downfield. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
Offense gets set for second down. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. So the final period starts with a second down play. Takes the handoff. It's Lindsey. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Peterson.
Touchdown, Crimson Tide! And the pummeling has started. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. No reason to risk trying to field that one. As it skips through the end zone, it'll be a touchback. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed.
Man, what a really nice job by being disciplined by this defense. Like, understanding I'm trying to rush the passer, probably a passing situation type of a deal, but doing it with some discipline. They try to sneak the screen in. They were ready for it. Nice job by this defense.
Fires it incomplete.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Knocked down after a 3-yard gain to the 25. The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Can't make the grab, in this offense, which has been brilliant this season on 3rd down, doesn't convert this time. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. And the try is no good. And they missed a field goal, so something has gone wrong today. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those 4th down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
Off the play fake. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead.
they're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes, bring the speed on the field, and get ready to play the pass.
On the move, he fires. It's complete. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll leave it with him. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Quarterback on the keeper. Oh, he's got some space. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
And this QB is dialed in. You've already seen the passing ability to make plays down the field. But how about this? Running the option as well. The diversity in this offense, really hard to stop, and he's having a day.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on second and goal from the 6. Looking to fire. Zings it complete to the right. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You got to be aggressive, and you got to make tackles.
Still some work to do here on third and goal from the 3. He gets it out fast. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Clemson. On to attempt the try. And after the extra point, they trail 35-17. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, fellas, here's a final update on a clash between top 15 teams. Nebraska rolled to a victory, and after putting up this kind of win, there has to be some Heisman buzz around a program that's produced winners of the award from Johnny Rodgers to Mike Rozier to Eric Crouch. No cupcakes this week, fellas. This top 15 battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there.
And that's a missed opportunity by the defense, because if this quarterback is going to decide to run the ball, you have got to make him pay. You at least have to hit him and put him on the ground. I know they didn't give up a big, long, explosive run, but you got to get shots on this guy when you can. That time, they let him get out of bounds.
He gets a little bit of work done. He goes out of bounds at the 42.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him.
He tries to take the top off. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game, so they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. Offense getting set for first down. To the air on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Gentry. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
And that's exactly what this defense needs to do. The clock is your friend. Try to keep them in bounds. No big plays, and let that clock just tick.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Gentry.
Awesome body control and great job, too, knowing where he is on the field to make sure he got his feet down in bounds. At this point, this guy's been open all over the field, and if I'm the QB, man, I keep throwing him the ball.
Unleashes to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as...
Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. 3:25. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Breaks into the open. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field.
You're going to win a lot of games if you can generate explosive plays. That's what we've seen in recent weeks from this football team, but this offense, man, they are every defensive coordinator's nightmare because of the players they've got lining up all over.
Good pickup there. He gets enough for the first down.
And how about the QB? We haven't seen it all game long, man. Nice job coming up big in a big moment in the fourth quarter. He says, nobody there, takes off, does it with his feet, and gets the first down.
He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. Clock is stopped. Timeout used by the defense. 14 seconds left. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. Touchdown, Alabama! And the stomping has commenced. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
Some would say run out the clock. Some would say I don't need to add points. But here's the thing. It's your job to stop them on defense. Now, listen, the handshakes, they might get a little bit interesting after this game, but the offense did their job.
No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw on first down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense...
Going for the big play. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback.